Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with the news of the Montgomery County Council for this third week in November. We begin this week with the sixth in a series of updates on remediation work at the Silver Spring Transit Center. This latest update has all repairs except for the latex modified concrete overlay completed by this winter. The overlay is scheduled to be applied over a 6-week period once the winter weather breaks, with a completion date expected in May of 2014.
No one is pleased, okay? I mean, people are so frustrated they can barely see straight. But given where we are in this moment in time, what we're hearing is the earliest we can expect it to be done is late May, early June, and then a month of review by WMATA. So we could be really July 4th before we see this open. We don't know. What we do know is that people are working collaboratively together, and we hope this nightmare is going to come to an end soon.
Overall, to be fair, yeah, this is a very complex project, and we don't hear these types of stories with other projects throughout the county. So we have a very good track record of excellence, but unfortunately, this is a pretty massive project with a lot of massive frustration around it. So for me, it's been important as president to ensure that we have these briefings. This was something that I requested and that I instituted. Concerns about the fact that we missed the weather window, that was something that we had talked about before, but at least there's good news around the collaboration with WMATA. That was a real important piece that had to be resolved. And yes, our Inspector General is also looking into things. And so, of course, if there's something that he needs to share with us, most likely it would have to be in closed session until such time as he completes his investigation and then produces a report that then is public. We're not there yet, but obviously as soon as that happens, that is our process, and that's how we'll handle it.
A plan that is designed to improve the quality of life in the Long Branch neighborhood has been approved by the County Council. As Council President Nancy Navarro tells us, the vision for Long Branch is for a connected community with more affordable housing.
The highlights of the plan is that, we are preserving the multifamily housing that exists there and that is so important in general for the county. For a very long time, the tradition was that a lot of the people who came to Montgomery County would literally land in Long Branch, and then they would go into step-up housing up county. And, things have changed a lot. So there's a tradition there, and I think that's important. But there's, special consideration and attention placed to redeveloping and revitalizing the commercial core there, the super block, as you will. I think it's a nice balance. And, as somebody who way back in 2002, I was a member of then the Long Branch Revitalization Task Force. I chaired one of the work groups that had to do with schools and youth and childcare. There was always a lot of ambivalence and uncertainty with the different sectors that make up that community. To me, today, it's a step forward. Finally, we're seeing things approved, and finally, I think we'll be able to enhance what needs to be enhanced, but also to maintain the very important housing stock for those families who call Long Branch home.
And finally, it was a Blue Ribbon Day for Robert Frost Middle School in Rockville at the council recently. The school was recognized for being named a National Blue Ribbon School. Councilmember Phil Andrews presented school officials with a proclamation in honor of their hard work and dedication.
The role of principals in our school system is so important, and probably the 200 principals, 202 principals, I think it's right about that number, are without a doubt as important as any other person in that system, because you shape the school that you run. And Robert Frost is one of the best, so congratulations on your work and this recognition.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Council in Brief. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for watching.